Hello, welcome to another episode of Thy Truth. Are you being gaslighted in your relationship? Or are you gaslighting your partner? What is gaslighting? I wasn't very familiar with the word or with the term until recently. Although, I knew what it meant and sadly I experienced it, but the more I think about it, I didn't realize that what was happening was actually gaslighting. You know what? What is gaslighting? Gaslighting is simply a form of psychological manipulation. Manipulating someone psychologically by making them doubt their own sanity. So this is when one person tries to control the other by twisting their sense of reality. So they create a false narrative and make the other question their judgment. There are some common traits of a gaslighter. Number one, they're highly manipulative. Number two, they've got low self-esteem or self-worth. Number three, they're insecure. Number four, they are controlling. Trust me, they don't respond well when they're no longer in control. That's when you see the true colors, So basically, gaslighting is a form of emotional abuse. So what are the signs? How do you know you're being gaslighted? The gaslighter lies about the situation. They lie about you persistently. Because the idea is that they need to be in control, right? They need to be in control of the narrative. And sometimes I feel like they even believe their own lies. Number two, they make you feel insecure. They say things, to make you feel bad. They say things to provoke you and to make you feel like that you're the one feeling insecure. And when you show proof of this, they deny it. They deny or lie about the situation so that others will question your proof. They will twist the reality of your evidence. So everyone is looking at you and thinking, yeah, you're the bad guy. You're the one who's at fault. You're the one who has the issue. They're so good at twisting the narrative. And most of all, they make you question your own thoughts. They make you question your feelings. They make you question your behavior. Of course, there are various levels to this, various examples of gaslighting. People use different things to, or situations, or I won't exactly call them tricks, but they use different things. People use different emotions to control the narratives. Some would use paranoia. They will make you feel like you're paranoid for nothing. Let's say you question something that's going on, something happened. They could say something like, "Oh, how can you think that? Do you really think that I will do this to you? Do you really think that I would cheat on you? Oh, come on, you're being paranoid." So they make you feel like, okay, maybe I have that, maybe I am being paranoid. Maybe I shouldn't be, asking these questions because it's making me look crazy, like I'm the crazy partner, like I'm the one who's suspecting every, single action of this person who's gaslighting you. Another example of gaslighting is using criticism. Okay, so they constantly criticize you by being verbally abusive. They say things like, everything you do, it's not good enough. So they criticize your every move, like, "Oh, you're not hardworking enough. Can't you see this person or see that person? You don't know how to manage finances." They say things like, you're ungrateful. You're too dramatic. You're crazy. So they criticize your every action, your every move is criticized. So, as I said, example of gaslighting: number one, the use of paranoia. Number two, constantly criticizing you. And number three, this is the one I can relate with the most: using love as a defense. Oh my. This one is it's really sad, at the same time very annoying. When your partner tries to make you feel like whatever they're doing, whatever wrong they do to you is because they love you. Wow, okay. Example, they would say things like, oh, I did it for us. I cheated on you so that we can have a good relationship. I know it sounds crazy, but you start to believe it. They make you feel like, okay, I love you enough to be open with you. I can tell you about my sexapades. That means that I love you. Or I am flirting with this person in front of you to show you how open I am, to show you how much I love and respect you. I'm not doing it behind your back. I'm doing it in front of you. Oh, I only do it because I love you. Now, these group of gaslighters that use love as a defense for their actions or inactions are dangerous. I say dangerous because they clearly think that they know what love is. They clearly think that they love you. That's not what love is, obviously. And in your mind, in your head, that pattern is in your mind. It's woven into your thought pattern that's how to love someone. That's what love is. And the moment you start to question it, the moment you start to question your actions, they make it look like, oh, you don't love me. Yeah. So why? Why the gaslighting? Why do people gaslight people they claim to love? They believe it's the only way to sustain a relationship. They feel better about themselves when they gaslight someone they're in a relationship with. They like to be in control. Like I said, they want to control the narrative. The moment you gain control, that's the moment they will try to pull you down any way possible. Now, what should you do? If they're gaslighting, you're the one being gaslighted, what do you do? I know it's not easy, but number one, you need to break the circle of abuse. Because you might not know this, but it is an abuse. Enough is enough. Don't allow yourself get sucked in because, someone who gaslights you to gain control over you will try to pull you back. Will try to get you sucked right back in. So, cut it off. Disassociate yourself as much as possible. You might feel isolated, you might feel like, there's no one else to talk to, because when you're in when you're in that kind of relationship, you start to feel alone, because they make you feel like they're the only ones who can ever love you the way you are. Okay, so if you're lucky enough to talk to a family, you have a family member that you can confide in, that you can talk to or talk with, or a friend or a trusted co-worker, great. But remember, they've made you feel like the only ones who understand you. It is not true. What else can you do if you're the one being gaslighted? Focus on yourself. When you're in a relationship, that sort of relationship, you tend to lose yourself. You tend to wallow in that cocoon that you've created, that your gaslighter has created for you. Try not to lose yourself. It's okay to wallow. It's okay to feel the pain or whatever, but get right back up. Easier said, I know, easier said, but you've got to. Create a space for internal and external healing. Personally, I just cut off everyone who felt like, who kept me in that stage, in that cocoon, in that wallow. I keep calling it wallow, but who kept me in that closed place where I felt like I was suffocating. I knew it wasn't healthy for me, but I couldn't It took me a while to get out of it. So focus on yourself. Don't lose yourself. Direct your energy to something else you love. You want to sign up in a dance class? Go ahead. Meet new people. Focus on your pastime. If there's a hobby you like to do, if it's whatever it is, focus on it. Discover yourself as an individual. And lastly, trust your instincts. Don't make anyone make you judge yourself. Don't make anyone question you. Make you question yourself. Make you question your thoughts. Make you question your actions. Make you question your memories. Make you question your feelings. Make you, question your perceptions about anything. That should not even be debated on. You have the control. You control your story. You control your feelings, your actions, your thoughts, your perceptions. It's you. It's on you. Don't give in to anyone who wants to make you feel otherwise. Thank you for listening. Have a lovely one. Meet you again at another episode of Die True. Finding Your Truth with Efemena.